Welcome back to Mac Talks Football and Inter and 2024 with a massive win, and they go at the top of the table at least for a few hours until Atalanta play their game. But they are at the top of the table after defeating Cagliari 3-0. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. It was probably one of the most one-sided game you will ever see. Like, it was such a easy game for Inter. If I'm being very honest with you, they were really good from the moment the game started. From kickoff, it was just only one game at that one team, sorry, that was in the game, and that was Inter. Like, they were really good. The way that they moved the ball, the chances that's created, they just basically dominated the entire game, and you could just see the confidence of the Inter players that they have. They have been on an amazing run for the last 7 or 8 games. They've came right back into that title picture. They never really left it, but there was a month or so there were a couple of games where they sort of went down to third or fourth in the table, and it looked like that Inter might not the standard that they set for themselves last season, it did they were not playing with that standard, but it has again come back with the in the last month. They're playing really good football. They are on top of everything, and now the confidence with which they are playing, it is amazing. This game also, again, like, they could have easily been 3-4 nil up in the first half, but they were just not able to break that deadlock. It was not happening for them. Cagliari were defending for their lives. That's basically was what their plan was. Already they are struggling, in the bottom, in the relegation zone, and facing Inter, it was never going to be easy for Cagliari, and they really did not do anything in that game, to be very honest with you. It was literally Inter. But first half ends and we are still nil-nil, and how it was a nil-nil, I have no idea, to be very honest with you. Second half comes in, and we went back right where we started. Like this, it was literally copy paste in the second half as well. But this time around, Inter are able to score the goal. Bastioni, he gets the first goal. That looping header goes into the back of the net, and Inter take the lead 1-0, and that basically changed up the game. Cagliari, who were literally defending for their lives, they now had to come out and they try to get the equalizer, but it never was gonna happen. If I'm being very honest with you, they never looked like that they were gonna score the goal. It was always gonna be Inter, and then it happens. The ball comes to Lautaro Martinez. He finally scores a goal. Good goal from him. It has been coming. It has been almost 2 months since he has scored a goal, so it was important for the Inter captain to get that goal, and he scores that a second goal. And then the corner comes in, and they Cagliari handle the ball in the penalty area, and Julio comes in and he scores the third goal for the penalty. So you have three goals, three different goal scorers, three different type of goals, and it was a complete and utter domination. I think Cagliari, to be very honest with you, should feel lucky that it was only 3-0, because with the way that Inter were playing and the way that they dominated the game, it could have easily been 5-0, 6-0. Like, it could have been a big humiliation for Cagliari, if I'm being honest. So they would be really happy that in a way that it was just only three, and they did not they did not concede that many goals, because they are, even though they are in relegation and it is so tight in the bottom, they don't want that goal difference to be the deciding factor in them getting relegated. They would prefer to lose respectfully. Not only that, and but the fact that the goal difference is going to come in quite handy with this relegation, because the tightness of the league, like, they are on 14 points. You have Venezia and 13, you have Verona on 15, you have Como on 15. So there are so many teams so close by. So I think in the end, we could be going for a scenario where goal difference might decide who's going to stay in Serie A and who's going to go down to Serie B. So it is very important for this team to, even if they are losing the game, that they don't lose with bigger margin, so that it doesn't affect their goal difference. And Cagliari, even though they conceded 3 goals, I think that they would be really happy that it is not 6 or 7, if I'm being quite honest with you. Inter, on the other hand, like, they basically got everything they would have wanted. Inzaghi would be really happy with his team performance. It was a dominant performance that you expect from the champions going away against the relegation side. It was the last game of 2024. The fans would be happy. Lautaro Martinez hasn't scored for a number of as I said, for about 2 months. He gets the goals. It was important for him to get on the score sheet, to get back in the in scoring, because getting the new year, you are going to have important games, so you need your main players to be scoring goals, and now Martinez getting that confidence back, getting the goal, it will really help him as well. Jagulo himself, he scores that a penalty, that was important for them as well. So as they did that, basically ticked every box that they would have hoped before the start of the game. It was and three big points, keeping the pressure on Atalanta before they play. I have already said this score, the game against Lazio could be the one where they end up dropping the points, and the streak getting over. I really think it could be very tough. I have gone with Atalanta win, but I think this could be the game, and as I said in the preview as well. So Inter would be now hoping that Lazio do them a favor, the same team that they defeated 6-0 and humiliated them at their own stadium. Now they would hope that they can somehow do them a favor and help Atalanta from winning the game. And if somehow, let's say, Atalanta drop the points and they don't win the game, Inter are going to be top and they're going to have a game in hand. Even if Atalanta draw, Inter are still going to be like I think a point behind them or 2 points behind them, and they are going to have a game in hand. So Inter at the moment are looking really, really good, and they would be really, really happy. They're finishing 24 in style. They were the champions, and they are still in the title picture as well. So it is a really, really good thing for them. Cagliari, on the other hand, it is like 4 defeat in a row for them, and as I said, they never really were in this game, and I don't think anybody expected them to win this game. I don't think the fans expected them to win this game, and again, as I said, like, there was no performance from them. Like I would say, like, losing is one thing against a bigger team, but you at least you should try something, but they never really tried. It was like they had waved the white flag before even kick off. Their weapons were down even before the game started. It was just like they just were there to stand out, and I think they would have been happy at the end of the first half that they somehow stopped Inter from conceding. But the fact of the matter, it's not like that they stopped Inter or they did anything. Like, Inter were poor in the first half in terms of converting the chances. All of the shots were wide or high, so that's why Inter were not able to score any goal in the first half. Second half, they become more clinical and they are able to get the 3 goals and get the 3 points. So Cagliari now should like Inter are hoping Atalanta lose. Cagliari would hope the teams around them they lose the games as well or somehow draw, so that difference between them and others doesn't increase, which at the moment is not that much. Monza have already lost, so they would be happy with that, and they would hope the teams above them and around them lose the games as well. That's the only thing they can do right now, because in terms of them, they were really, really poor in that game. That is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of the game, what you guys thought of Inter's performance, and what do you think that Inter are going to retain the championship, or do you think it is going to be a new champion this year in Serie. It is too tight to call. I know that it is very, very hard, but the way that Inter are playing, but Atalanta are playing so good as well. So it is really hard. What do you think? Who do you think is gonna be the champion at the mid halfway stage of the season? Let me know in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to be the champion, and who do you think is going to get relegated? Of course, that is very, very hard at the moment. It is the last weekend of Serie in 2024. So let me know what you think is going to happen in the first half of 2024 in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the end of this year. So please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.